Greek Ruger. Shout out all my superstars out there. This ain't for y'all superstars. This is for the people back there. This is for the people that still think the hero P. Diddy is about to just walk the hell out unscathed, nothing happened, and he just gonna go home. This is for y'all. Please have several seats. Donald Trump. Donald Trump, you need to worry about what you got on your plate and what's in front of you right now. You need to tackle this Epstein list and all the Polly's in the building. Salute the Polly, superstar. You need to worry about the Epstein list and clearing your name from that. Why are you so worried about like mind your business, bro? Whatever's going on with Diddy, he's getting everything he deserved. To be honest, not even as much as he deserves. Imagine if he was on trial for all the things that he's guilty of. That could go for any of us, but we haven't lived these type of lives. You feel me? We're not out there. First off, you got all these people that are still arguing, oh, he's a freak. He's just a freak. It's more to it than that. It's more to it than that. Like, you literally got Mark Agnifilio, which is Diddy's leading defense attorney, like arguing for this bail. He says he was just a voyeur. He did pay them, but he was just watching. He was who cares? Who cares? So if you kidnap somebody, but you didn't do nothing to him yourself, so to speak, but you sat there and watched it happen, that makes you less guilty? That doesn't make you a conspirator? That doesn't make you a participant? Like, you're a weirdo, bro. And we all know that a lot of this is ritualistic. Diddy, a lot of these people, these escorts that come and they have relations with Cassie and other people that were employed by Diddy, in other words, kidnapped, allegedly. A lot of these people, like, they already attest to the fact that Diddy was there. However, a lot of times they didn't even know. Like, one escort talks about how he didn't even know it was Diddy in the room because there'd be several people in masks. Diddy, these are the type of things that the occult do. Diddy is over there probably with like a monkey mask on, or just something crazy like a pig mask or something like that. Like, so Diddy's sitting over there in the corner, sitting down, probably in all white or whatnot, trying to make himself look pure in front of the false gods that he prays to, trying to make himself look pure and innocent while wearing like a monkey mask or like a maybe even a Donald Trump mask, because at this point anything is possible. Shout out to the Rugerverse and all of my superstars. Please hit the like button as you come in. So Diddy, of course, like, this is becoming like an endless thing now. Like, every month he's going up for trying to get another bond hearing or whatnot, making all these different requests. Oh, I'm not a flight risk. I won't access my private jet. Shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. We don't care about none of that. We don't even care if you're not a flight risk. We don't care if you're not. Look at all the things that you've done. You're not even on trial for everything. Imagine if we put you on trial for the schmex trafficking of young girls and young boys. Like, bro, like, you're a wannabe Epstein, allegedly. See how I did that? I'm getting used to it, okay? I'm still working, you feel me? But we're going to say alleged a little bit more often. Salute. I appreciate you, D-Dot. Yeah, now, this is the type of things we talk about over here. We talk about the nonsense that goes on in entertainment and how these people think they're so much smarter than us, Diddy thinks he's like, I'm saying, like a knockoff Hugh Hef or whatnot, but he's taking things like way past the Playboy Mansion. Listen, Trump, mind your business. Like, we already know that you and Diddy were friends. We know that. We know. We know you were friends, just like you were friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Pretty much best friends, you might as well say, as many times as you were on Epstein flights. Yet you still deny involvement, and you pretty much dismiss the whole list as if it doesn't exist, as if there weren't any clients involved at Epstein Island, and as if like all the guests there are just completely oblivious as to what was going on. Right. Okay. But all of my superstars, thank God we have common sense here. Thank God that we can put two and two together and we can read between the lines. Because Diddy, like, you literally, you signed up for this fake drug rehabilitation program literally at the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter of everything. After the, like, literally, like, after the trial, you were already in there 9 months. It's getting close to a year now. You already locked up for 9 months, right? But all of a sudden now, like, you feel the need, oh, my addiction has just been so bad that yeah, I need to seek drug rehabilitation. I'm not buying it. I'm really not buying it. I know that you're doing anything and everything at the last minute to save your ass. Ironically, you're doing anything and everything at the last minute to save yourself. But what about all of the victims? Like, they're still trying to convince us that this isn't a violent dude or whatnot. Mostly violent towards women, but you also been doing crazy stuff to men. Just because there's no evidence or not enough evidence to tie you to it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. We know that you did that to the Kid Cudi, allegedly. I believe that you did that to Kid Cudi. Okay? Sue that. We know that, like, you're an envious, you're a narcissistic psychopath, and we know that even when it comes down to your family, you don't even want your own kids to shine brighter than you. And we know that about you. You didn't want Biggie to shine brighter than you. You didn't want Tupac to stand in the way of what you were doing and what you had planned. We know that about you. And guess what? Judge Aaron seems like he's not one of these judges that you could just pay off. And that alone pisses you off, doesn't it? I bet it does. And it should. Because now you're finally paying some sort of debt to the people that you hurt, man. This guy's literally, like, ruined lives. He's literally, like, changed people's lives forever. You got all these rappers, all these different celebrities from different genres that you've attached yourself to. No pun intended. All these different people that you've co-signed or whatnot over the years, we've seen you around. And then we slowly just watch their lives just downward spiral into shit. We watched you ruin Justin Bieber's life. Look at him now. Justin Bieber is struggling. He's in an arranged marriage that he's clearly not happy in or whatnot. He has a crazy drug addiction. And every time we see him out, he's always zooted out of his mind. And mind you, like, I feel so bad for the kid. I feel so bad for the kid. Polly's funny as hell. I feel so bad for that kid. But this is what happens. These are the consequences of attaching yourself to the devil. In other words, P. Diddy. And I'm not going to say alleged for that because we know the type of dark arts you're into. You're thinking, like, imagine P. Diddy. He's over there with the Vaseline in his cell or whatnot, and he's over there trying to find a way to make it turn solid and make a candle out of it. he's trying to put a wick at the top of the Vaseline, and he's praying to Crowley and all these different demons or whatnot, and he's probably, like, crying out to the demons, why? I've done everything. I wore the monkey mask. I wore the pig mask. And he's probably like, why have you forsaken me? he's asking the devil, why have you forsaken me? Shout out my superstars. But luckily for us, Judge Aaron isn't a fool, and he's not one of these people that you could just buy off. Otherwise, I think he would have been let you out. He probably would have let you out the day that the verdict came back. But guess what? Just like all these weirdos that were at the trial or whatnot that were trying to attack Tisa Tales for telling the truth, just like all those weirdos believed, oh yeah, he's about to come home today. Here we are. Was it about a month later? Here we are. Yeah, exactly, Polly. They're over there screaming more oil. But then, like at the end of the day, they'll say, "Oh, we're not biased. We're not biased. We were unbiased the whole trial." And then you're over here having like a splish splash baby oil party. What the hell? Like sometimes it makes me think like what kind of video game is this? Like what kind of matrix world are we living in where you got people that think stuff like that is acceptable? You got people that go out there like you don't feel like you're embarrassing yourself? Like this is a dude that's in jail right now. Like he's in prison. No, he's not in prison. He's in jail right now, freaking out. He's panicking. He's panicking because guess what? All of you baby oil split splashers and all of you people that are into all of these Diddy activities, guess what? None of that helped him. It didn't help him at all. It's hurting him, if anything. All of the free Diddy shirts that y'all were wearing, the Freako shirts, like, first off, y'all are corny. That's it's very corny. You got people running around talking about, it's not a Rico, it's a Freako. Please shut up. Please shut up. Like it just makes you wonder, like when you're, and sometimes it makes me look at people a little differently when I'm around them, and they start telling me their views on this whole thing or whatnot, and they start talking about like, what's wrong with baby oil, and it's like, are you dumb? Are you not paying attention? It just makes me look at them like seriously, like, what do you do behind closed doors? Like, because if this is the type of person you are, then let me know now or whatnot. That's why a lot of people stray away from certain topics or whatnot, because some of these people are just they're vile human beings, you know. And then like when I see some of these people, even like in the comments under some of the posts that we do here in the Rugerverse, you see certain people like they're sharing their views, and you know I'm petty, so you know I'm gonna pin it to the top so y'all can attack them. Because I'm not about censorship. You can say what you want, you know. You can say what you want, but just know that you're gonna be up for scrutiny. You know, like I'm saying, so be cautious. Because that's what I'll do. I'll pin their comment to the top so y'all can see. And a lot of times when you see these nonsense comments that I pin to the top, it's literally me just showing you, like, because sometimes I don't want it to get lost in the comment section. I want y'all to see it. I want y'all to see all these freakos. You know, like all these people that, oh, it's not a big deal. Sapphire in the building, salute. Let's go ahead and make Sapphire mod. But you got all these people that are like, oh, it's not a big deal. Da-da-da. You even got Ratatouille running around. I don't think he's talked about it in a while because I guess he realized that he looked like an idiot. You literally went out there, you attacked a female or whatnot for the sake of Diddy. Somebody that doesn't know you, but you keep on lying saying, oh, his family called. His family called me and thanked me. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Are they signing you to Bad Boys? You got dudes like him that are out there screaming Bad Boys for life. And it's like, dude, like what are you doing that for? Like you weren't even pro Diddy the whole trial. So it's like now all of a sudden, like now you want to get a free Diddy shirt off the corner or whatnot. That's probably, you know what I'm saying, being put there by the by the defense. The defense are just dropping off boxes of free Diddy shirts with baby oil at the bottom or whatnot. That's probably, hold on. I forgot. We got to say allegedly. Allegedly, the defense is in New York during the trial. They're dropping off boxes of baby oil, but to mask the baby oil, they put like a couple free Diddy shirts at the top. Okay? And then like these dudes, like they already hip to it. So they go in the box, they push around the Diddy shirts, and then they reach to the bottle and grab their baby oil. But it's just like, yo, I'm looking at like how they're talking about Trump is really entertaining, pardoning Diddy. Like, Trump, bro, you need to sit your ass down. Don't you got bigger things to worry about? Like, literally. You went over there, you know what I'm saying? You ordered a hit in Iran. Okay, cool. Okay. We're past that. You ordered this hit. You took out 3 of their nuclear plants. Okay, I got you. But then they retaliate. And lucky for us, we have the greatest military in the world. So we were able to catch it before any real harm was done. But you think that's it? You think that's where it ends? That's what you need to be focused on. You need to be focused on the people in Texas, the flood that just happened. You need to be focused on the Epstein list that apparently you're on, which, I mean, we already assumed that. We already kind of figured that because of how you've been handling it. And that's what's funny about a lot of these people is, but you usually tell on yourselves. Welcome to the Rugerverse. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and please hit the like button on your way in. And you too can become a superstar, just like Polly, just like A-Fan, just like Sapphire. Become a superstar today and hit that subscribe button. But seriously, like all these different like bond requests is becoming ridiculous at this point. It's becoming like super ridiculous. I get it. You want to get out. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Even though like you're not living the regular life of an inmate there, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure like Diddy, you walk into a cell, there's probably like a Persian rug when you walk in his cell. You know what I'm saying? He's probably got like pictures of himself. He's got posters of himself like plastered on the wall or whatever, looking at himself. And then like probably somewhere like around the windows, he's got like pictures of different demons that he that he venerates and stuff like that. This is the type of dude we're talking about. But this is the type of dude that these dudes are literally like iron a free Diddy shirt with a pair of jeans to wear to go outside and support him. Somebody that doesn't give a damn about them. Somebody that doesn't know who they are and will never give a hell like who they are. He won't give a fuck. He'll be dead and buried and he'll never have known you. Yet, like you people are so willing to stand up, and then they ask, but what about you? But what about you? You're so willing to speak out against them. Yeah, because I'll speak out against any of y'all. I'll speak out against any of y'all because I'm speaking for what's right. We're standing up for the truth. And since there's so many of you, guess what? That just makes more and more of me. More superstars by the day. And we'll continue to speak out against y'all because we don't care. We don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see what y'all are doing. Shay B in the building. Shout out to Sonya. Everybody tell Sonya happy belated birthday. She just had a birthday yesterday. She turned 20. Salute to Sonya. She just met the Sonya just met the threshold to be able to be here and be a superstar. At first we were gonna send her over to another channel because we thought she was too young. But yeah, happy birthday to Sonya. No, but seriously, it just upsets me. It upsets me that like you have entities that are trying to get involved with this case that it's none of your fucking business. Let's just be raw and uncut here. It's none of your damn business. Trump, stay where the hell you are. You got plenty of other stuff to worry about. There's plenty of things more important than this Diddy case. You know? You need to be trying to crack that Epstein case. Because why was there no other people convicted with this organization other than Epstein? Why? It's because all of you are on it. All of you are on it. All of you are involved, and you don't want to be shamed. Salute to Sonya. Yeah, nah, Trump is definitely scared to do that. And whether it's him being like afraid for his life or afraid for his career or both, I'm not quite sure exactly what it is. But Trump, you gotta man up. I thought that's what everybody wanted you to be in office for in the first place. It's because we thought you stood on something. We thought that you were a man of honor. But, I mean, when we look at your Russian ties and the way that you kiss fucking Vladimir Putin's ass, the way you kiss his ass, we should have known that you ain't standing on nothing. Talking about you thinking of you considering freeing Diddy. You don't care. Like, that's what they're making it seem like. They don't care. Isn't that, like, complete BS? That literally, like what's the point of a justice system? What's the point of going through a trial, a vigorous trial, where we bring witnesses, testimony, we bring prosecution versus defense, and then like all of a sudden like this guy can just pardon him, and then it all goes away? What's the point then? Like if you get involved in this case, we're gonna make sure that it's extreme backlash. I promise you. Together, we're gonna make sure that you receive extreme backlash. And what? Diddy's gonna come and what? Off all of us? He's gonna come and blow up all our cars? Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Okay. It's wild to me. It's very wild to me. Like, you've got bigger issues at hand. You've got a person that was literally campaigning side by side with you, Elon Musk, and while he campaigned side by side with you and spent millions towards your campaign, just as quickly he turned on you and put the spotlight on you that you're probably on the list. And he said it matter-of-factly, as if he had inside information, which I believe he does. And I'm sure he's on it too. That's probably how he knew. Y'all were side by side, allegedly. Allegedly. No, definitely, Polly. We definitely want the list. And they make it seem like we're weird conspiratists or whatnot, and the list doesn't matter. But they won't, like, they try to isolate the list, like, as to just being like people that were involved with Epstein and illegal activity, but they don't really like break down like what the list involves. It involves children that were violated, children that are probably still missing, children that were probably deleted, and they don't want to suffer the consequences, because of course amongst themselves, with the people that are involved, of course there's not going to be any consequences, because none of them want to ruin their image, or none of them want to tell on each other. But guess what? What about the kids that were involved? The lives don't matter? And that's where things start getting into like a gray area, because we already know like what a lot of these covert illegal operations that you guys run, you don't give they don't give a damn about the lives that are involved, which sucks. It sucks to realize that about like the country that you're born into and that you're raised into, that you're led to believe is the most free country, the greatest place to live. But then when you see like huge scandals like this that are going on, and although it's an international scandal, the root of it is right here. It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder, how protected are you? It makes you wonder, like, let's say you're on a plane and you're just going to see your family. You might be flying from east to west. You might be flying from south to north. You might be going to see family in South America. You might be going to see family in Europe and Africa, anywhere in the world. And you just happen to be on the plane with a target, a whistleblower, somebody that they want gone. And there's 300 of you and one of them. They might Malaysia airline that plane. And that's a unfortunate fact to think about. It's very unfortunate. And then like your family never gets closure, because of course like they tell you something like, oh, the plane malfunctioned. Yeah, it ran out of fuel. Whatever. And then like they provide like pieces of the plane here and there just to kind of satisfy the people a bit, make it seem like they're actually avidly searching or whatnot. But come on, man. It's very unfortunate to think about. But when you look at these people and they're doing it like, these are like major cover-ups. They're doing it in our face. They're literally playing with us right in our fucking face. And it pisses all of us off. Especially over here. It pisses us off. Because it's like, if you'll do this like right in front of my face, like imagine the secrets that that we haven't figured out yet. Trump, stay out the way. Stay out the way. Let the justice system do what it does, because it's already doing a poor job. They weren't even able to get him on the biggest crimes. We wanted Diddy to go down for these young people that he's destroyed, the young lives that he's destroyed, on top of the victims that he's destroyed, like Cassie, and all these other victims that witnessed and gave their testimony, that were discredited, shamed. You got people outside the trial, like the rat guy, that are outside the trial, like literally going around screaming in women's faces, calling the names of the victims and telling them, "Oh, you're a liar, just like Cassie." Meanwhile, this said person, he calls every woman that he's victimized a liar as well. So how credible are you? But once you start looking into the backgrounds of these individuals, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. Trump, you're allegedly accused of doing some of the same things as Diddy. So you taking up for him is it really surprising? To me it is. I'm not gonna lie, because I thought you were better than that. My neighbor got taken away, sweet old man that paid taxes. He would help the kids at the local community center. He would give out Mexican candy that his family brought from Mexico. He was like 70 years old. Okay, I don't know if you're talking about like an immigrant situation. Please add some more context on that. It's a risk we take, just give it to God. No, definitely, Deborah. Definitely. You got to give everything to God, because this is a very evil world that we live in, where you got people like this that can kidnap people, and as long as he offers them a certain sum of money, it'll be looked at as they'll drop it down to something like prostitution, which completely demoralizes the people involved or whatnot. A lot of these people acted against their will. But the defense will lead you to believe, and mind you, this is a $10 million defense team, so I expect nothing less. However, but they'll lead you to believe that these people were all willing participants. Just like they tried to lead us to believe with R. Kelly. They tried to also lead us to believe that all of R. Kelly's victims were willing participants, even though we know that a 15 or 16-year-old cannot consent to sex. But that's the type of defense that they'll try to organize and orchestrate to get an innocent verdict. And then when we don't fall for it, they look at us like we're the idiots. They think we're the idiots because we won't go for it. Nando, salute. Thank you for your service, sir. They look at us like we're the idiots. You got Diddy literally like over here like trying to explain how or his lawyers rather, they're trying to explain how he's not a violent individual or whatnot, and no, these people acted on their own accord or whatnot. When we literally watch footage of you dragging a woman down the hallway, and as if that wasn't enough, like you're kicking her and punching her too, snatching her phone out of hand. You're literally tossing her around like a rag doll. And then you get on and do a bullshit apology, just like the BS that you're doing right now, where you're what? In drug rehab. He's in drug and alcohol rehabilitation. Although he was already locked up for 9 months. You were locked up for 9 months, and you didn't think to enter in any type of class to better yourself. You didn't think to enter into anger management. You didn't think to enter into no drug program, no alcohol program. But literally, after we find out what the verdict from the jury is, now we're awaiting sentencing. Now your bond is denied again. And mind you, I know for a fact that if he was on the street, he probably would have tried to do some similar BS, enroll in some BS program that you get a certificate for. And then what? I'm supposed to believe, oh, you're all better. You're fixed. He's fixed. But these idiots will sit here and they'll say, he's just a freak. He's just a freak. Let's be real. We got some freaks in the chat, okay? We got some freaks in the chat. I don't think any of the freaks in the chat walk around wearing pig masks and monkey masks and you got Diddy showing up with elephant masks with big flappy ears and sitting there watching people have sex that he's kidnapped and then like offers a little sum of money or whatnot. He's literally paying other people to have sex with them and to watch. He's a voyeur. And yeah, That's what they try to downsize. Like they try to downplay it. Like, oh no, 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 he was just a voyeur. He was just watching or whatnot. He's. It's not like he participates. Shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear that. That's just like if they kidnap you from your home. They kidnap you off the street, or they trick you into thinking that you're coming to something that's completely different. They tell you, hey, we're having a little networking. We're having a little networking event. We really like to have you there. Then you get there and it's a bunch of people. They probably start off normal. They got on like regular outfits and stuff. Then they dim the lights and then you see like they pull out all types of masks. Elephant mask. You got a raccoon in the building. You got a raccoon in the building. Somebody's dressed as a skunk or whatnot, and they're all like walking around in a circle around you as you as the man or woman that they paid to have sex with you is doing this. Exactly. Just like Polly said, they're just as guilty. You're watching. That's like if we're sitting there watching a crime go down, and we've orchestrated it. Like, come on, man. Like literally. Okay, so we ride out. We go to the bank. Okay, I printed the checks. I printed the checks with $10,000 on each of them. Okay, I don't go into the bank myself, but I send two of you to go into the bank, and I'm watching or whatever. And let's say I'm not even the driver. Let's say like I just orchestrated all of this, and I'm just sitting there like watching from afar, just to make sure it all goes down. Am I not as guilty as the people that went in, if not more? I orchestrated the whole thing. These people wouldn't be here if I hadn't set it up. So it's like, what are you really arguing here? You're literally making a case about like people that wouldn't be at these freak off events had you not orchestrated it. And you're trying to claim innocence. And I still don't get it. Of course, like you're literally like searching for a needle in a haystack here because you got yourself in such deep ish. Whereas like it's not even as bad as it should be, which is what we're screaming. We know that it's a lot worse than what they found. Imagine if you were on trial for everything. Imagine if you were on trial for Biggie, Tupac. Imagine if you were on trial for all of these missing kids that I'm sure you're responsible for. Probably hundreds. Imagine if you were on trial for that. That's what we really want to see. The feds, they settled for schmex trafficking, prostitutes over state lines, and he's even denying that. He denying everything. He denied that too. He's no, I didn't do that. It's not like I was involved with him. Yeah, whatever, bro. Whatever. I don't believe that statement. And then like just you saying you're a voyeur, I don't care. You were there. And all these clown masks and you got a Hillary Clinton mask on. I don't care what mask you were in. You were physically there. You were the person that set this up. I don't give a hell. I don't care what mask you wore. You're over there. You're lighting the candles. You're pouring the baby oil. Cause come on, man. Like yeah, like there's a lot of truth to some of the things he says about him just watching. Yeah, he's an A-fan. Shout out to A-fan. Thank you for your service, sir. A-fan. He's over there in a Bill Clinton mask. Oh, I don't know. He's got a weird assortment of different like disguises or whatnot. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he's standing over there in like a KKK hood with the eyes cut out, like a pillowcase, and that's Diddy. He's just trying to make sure that people don't think it's him. Yeah, he's got on Mardi Gras B. But we're supposed to sit here and mind you, like it's funny when we talk about it like this. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way in. For those of you that are new here, welcome to the Rugerverse. Hit the subscribe button to become a superstar today. But it's funny when we detail it and when we add like extra comedic value to it. But this is really what he's doing. This is really what he's doing. Like, he's responsible for ruining a lot of lives. He's responsible for a lot of people that careers redeveloped, I guess you can say, or whatnot. But they had to do tasks. They had to attend these parties. They had to, for a lack of better words, they had to sacrifice their integrity. For what? And then the dudes that sit there and support him, and I really hate when I see the females that sit there and support him, talking about he's just a freak. He's just a freak. And these dudes, like, that's what they'll say. He's on trial for being a freak. He's just a freak. Shut up. Like, that's so annoying when people say that, because it shows just how ill-informed you are. Yeah. I guess we all should be locked up since we're freaks. If you're the type of freak to run around order, like, pretty much that's what he's doing. You're ordering women like it's a menu. You're going around like ordering women from different places. You're arranging these events for other people to have these orgies or whatnot, and you're sitting there watching while you're inducing them with like you're literally like you're making them like intake drugs or whatnot, and this is all for your entertainment. You just want to sit there and watch. This is all for your entertainment. You're disgusting. You're a vile human being. And you're sitting there just watching. You're spiking their drinks. You got people that are saying like they wake up and they're feeling funny or whatnot. Then they realize what happened to them. And by the time they realize, it's like, damn. You got all types of like different drugs, pink Molly and pink cocaine. And this is just like you said, like it's just a normal party. And just like Epstein had a list of clients, so did you. You got a list of blackmail with different videos and all types of demeaning images of people that you're using to blackmail. And to be honest, I think it probably did get you far in this case. I'm sure you've got a lot of information on a lot of the victims. That's why a lot of victims won't come forward. We even have your fake daughter, the little girl that you claim you adopted, Ava. We haven't even heard from her. I'd love to hear what Ava has to say about all this. I'd absolutely love it. Hold on for 1 second. I'd absolutely love to hear from Ava and her experience with Diddy. This is a girl that he said he found on the streets. She was like 14 at the time. But let Diddy tell her he found her on the streets, but he got into contact with her parents to ask her for permission if he could adopt her. Bro, shut up, man. Shut up. This sounds like another R. Kelly situation where you literally just contacted the parents to see if you can offer them a sum of money or whatnot to spend some time with their daughter. Which, I mean, I don't know what kind of parents would do that. I don't know any parents like that. I don't think we have any parents like that in the chat. Hit the like button if you would never sell your daughter, sell your child to an R. Kelly, to a Diddy, to one of these fake moguls or whatnot that claim to. That's the funny thing. Like, these dudes claim like they're like humanitarians. That's what Diddy would like to be looked at. He would like to be looked at as like a humanitarian that's done nothing but help people, that's done nothing but put people in better positions or whatnot. Meanwhile, like, you've got all of these lives out here that are ruined because of you. You've got people that used to be celebrities that don't even show their face anymore because they know that it's been out, like they're outed. Once the rumors start spreading that you've been in close proximities with Diddy for lack of better words, your reputation is done. It's pretty much in the ground after that. Because when you're testing, can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Seemed like I was glitching for a second. When you're literally getting photo, look at Meek Mill. Look at Meek Mill. Look at Meek Mill. Meek Mill, when he first came out, like, people, they revered him like with a high level of respect. Meek Mill was looked at as like a rapper that made it from nothing. He made his claim to fame, and then like he went through like different trials and tribulations that of course hurt his career tremendously. Then he attached himself to Diddy, and that was probably one of the worst things he could do, because now everybody looks at Meek as like he's a freak off frequencer for sure. And yeah, just like D-Dot said, I'm not gonna repeat it, but you see it in the chat. Meek Mill, he sold out. He was willing to give it up, and the price was cheap. And it's sad. It's sad. And this is exactly what you're looking at when you talk about releasing this dude and putting him back on the streets or whatnot. This is a dude that literally, he's already vengeful. He's already upset because a lot of his celebrity friends and a lot of these people that he's already have like plenty of blackmail on have come out and denounced him. Look at LeBron James. LeBron James, his legal team made it clear that if people continue to make memes, he sent shots at us, that if we continue to make memes associating him with Diddy and baby oil and him saying there's no party like a Diddy party. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Even though that's what you said. That's what you said. But these are people that are slowly separating themselves from you. First, he didn't come out and say anything on your behalf or whatnot, but he made sure to send his legal team after all of us content creators to make sure that we know we will get sued if we continue to clown him, you know? But you coined the phrase, there's no party like a Diddy party. And these are people that won't even show up at your court case to support you. But you'll have people like Ratatouille out there and Armand Wiggins out there, and they'll be throwing like a splish splash baby oil pool party outside the courthouse, and Diddy's not even acknowledging you. He'd rather LeBron come in the courthouse and tell the judge. He'd rather LeBron come to his bond hearing and tell Judge Aaron, there's no party like a Diddy party. That's what he'd rather happen, rather than y'all outside the courthouse screaming more oil, looking stupid, looking like idiots, looking foolish. Y'all think that's cute or something. Y'all think that's cute to get on your live and talk to your audience and tell them more oil, you guys. He's just a freak. He's just a freak. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of like, because that looks so sassy. It looks so sassy and soft. And then like you guys like some of these people, they thought that when they did that, it was gonna make like their following like increase by like hundreds of thousands of followers. Even like the people that were going at Tisa Tells, they thought that they looked at her following, they said, oh man. They said 600? She got 600,000? Yeah. After this, I'm gonna have 600,000. And then they look a week later and they got less. They got less. They didn't get this response they thought. They looking at it like, she get 1,000 likes per video? Give me 1,000 likes. And then they look and then they're like, nah, damn, it didn't even work. Damn, I lost the likes. I lost the favor of the people. Because you don't get rewarded for nasty work. You do have like a sector of the internet that appreciates that nonsense and that type of content. But the majority of us that have sense, we don't follow and subscribe to nonsense like that. We don't, because we're realists. You're looking at like this dude that'll never invite you to an event, talking about how like his lifestyle is so normal, and then when we dive into some of your lifestyles, we see, okay, on a very small scale, you're trying to do the same thing. That's why y'all are outside, like, you know what I'm saying, with baby oil, like lathering each other's chests, literally rubbing it in foolishly. Let's see what y'all said in the comments. Nasty, because T says a sister. We need to support our own people. The fuck? Facts. But they don't care about that. We're in a world where they don't care like what you are or who you are. It's more about like the community effect. It's more about like how much likes and clicks I can get off of this. That's what it's more about. When here in the Rugerverse, we just get on here, we go live, and we get 100 people in here, and we talk, and that's just that. We don't worry about like trying to do something salacious or whatnot. We don't worry about like stepping outside of like our dignity or our like sacrificing our integrity to do something that we know like a small percentage of negative people will enjoy seeing us do. We're not crash out dummies. We're not silly people. We actually think. Polly said they freaky, but not like that. Exactly. Nah, they're not those type of freaks. They're like the pig mask and monkey mask wearing freak. They're those type of freaks. Shay, I appreciate y'all pulling up. No, they deserve to get clowned though. They deserve to get clowned because look at the clown stuff they do. There's no party like a Diddy party. Look at all the nonsense they do. Yeah. That part and so much of it. I'm laughing at Polly's comments. His blood must be boiling. No, facts. No, I bet Diddy, like, he's already, like, because you know Diddy has a cell phone in there. Like, let's not be naive. You know he has a cell phone. He knows all the phone calls are recorded on the jail phone. So he's not just getting on the wall phone, just talking freely. He's got a cell phone that he's doing his communications through. Some sort of track phone or whatever, something cheap that they can't track, that they have no clue of. And that's what he's doing his communications through. And I know he's out there making threats. You know, he has stuff on people. Of course, those people won't come forward because he's threatening them real life stuff. Like, he's probably threatening people like he's going to get their family deleted or whatnot, or he's going to tell the world their secrets. I don't even know. Hold on. Did y'all see? Did y'all see? Wait. My bad. Did y'all see Diddy tried to tweet the other day? Was I the only one that saw that? Diddy, so for those of y'all that didn't hear about it, Diddy tweeted the other day, and mind you, like we already know, bro. It's not, come on. This is 2025. You know? We're not gonna act dumb here. We know you have a cell phone, Diddy. We know you got a cell phone in there. We know the COs know about it. And because you're Diddy, they're not going to take it from you. Okay? Once they know you have a cell phone in there, they're supposed to confiscate it because it's contraband. But we know, oh, you're Puff Daddy. Your brother, that was what he was going to buy before he got locked up. He wanted people to call him Brother Love. Notice he kind of strayed away from that name because it doesn't really, it's not really fitting now that you're in the situation that you're in. But yeah, he wanted everybody to call him Brother Love, like not too long before he got arrested. But Brother Love tweeted out a pair of, like he tweeted out a pair of eyes on Twitter the other day. Yeah, Polly, you seen it. He tweeted out eyes the other day. And what do y'all think that he meant by that? I think he was really just trying to see like what kind of response he would get. He was trying to see like how many supporters are really out there. And mind you, big shout out to Tisa Tells for exposing how a lot of these so-called Diddy supporters are really paid, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much people that were paid to wear Diddy shirts, people that were paid to go out there and start a ruckus, stuff like that. Mostly paid by the defense or whatever. I don't even think the family was involved in that or whatever. So these weirdos saying they got calls from his family or whatever, shut up. Please shut up. Please. But I think Diddy, when he tweeted out those eyes the other day, I think he thought like he was gonna get like millions of views and retweet. he thought LeBron was gonna retweet it. But guess what? Nah, you got like a couple 100,000 views on there, some likes, but nobody's worried about you, bro. You're pretty much done. Like you wasn't like none of the music you put out has ever really been like super impactful, unless like it was the artist that you were promoting, unless you were just ad-libbing. You've never done like super impactful music or whatnot. So it's not like you have that to look forward to. So I don't even drink Ciroc. You know? That long ass bottle. Come on, man. I don't even drink that shit. So like I mean, all of your brand is tainted or whatnot, and it's not even. This is only the beginning. These are the beginning of the charges they got you on. You don't think this is something that you're gonna have to continue fighting for the rest of your life because of people like us? Yeah, you can delete one of us, you can blow up one of our cars or whatnot. Guess what? You blow my car, I'm gonna get another one. Okay? So do your do your worst. You blow my car up, I'ma just go get another one, and it's probably gonna be a better. It's probably gonna be a better one. You might be doing me a favor. Hey, tell Diddy to send his bomb squad. Tell him to send his bomb squad and blow up all our cars so we could get 2025s. Yeah. So guess what? You can get threats, whatever, bro. I don't care. I'm not concerned with that. We're protected by the blood of Jesus. We don't worry about what you satanic monkey mask, elephant face wearing dudes got to say. You're over there in a room with 10 men surrounded by one woman having sex with an escort while you have on a damn elephant mask with a trunk hanging from it. You fucking weird. We're not worried about anything that you try to do to us, because no weapons formed against us shall prosper, okay? No weapons formed against us shall prosper. So you can do your worst. And yes, Sonya, he is being shunned. He thinks that he's about to come home to all this love. And guess what? Don't be if he is released somehow, whatever. If he is released by some odd reason, because you got entities like the POTUS, the president of the United States, that are trying to get involved and put his hands in the cookie jar when they should be in the Epstein jar. They should be searching for the client list or revealing the client list. So when you got people like that are trying to involve themselves where they shouldn't be involved, yes, these are things that can happen. Please hit the like button. But, bro, nobody's looking for you to come home. And it's going to be super awkward for you, because now all of these people, it's kind of like Drake. When Drake was beefing with Kendrick, you all remember that? Like Drake, he's got all these friends in high places or whatnot. But then, like, when he was beefing with Kendrick, he saw, like, everybody got quiet. Everybody got quiet on him. Then Kendrick started, like, making PDF accusations or whatnot. Everybody got quiet. It's going to be the same for Diddy, bro. Everybody's going to be quiet. You're going to be sitting back thinking that you're about to be embraced with all this love. And don't fall for the optics, because when he gets out, these dudes, they have PR teams. They'll make it look like more important than what it is. They'll make it look like they'll probably throw a show or whatever with all the latest celebrities and artists involved, and they'll try to make it seem like he's getting a lot more love and traction than he actually is. Don't fall for that nonsense, okay? Do not fall for it. Diddy is Diddy is washed up, and we already packed him up 10 times over. Okay, don't fall for any of this nonsense, because that's just like artists when they buy millions of views on a new single or whatnot. That way it'll look like, and this is all part of their media PR teams to make it look like they're a lot more important and relevant than they actually are. Because a lot of people, they buy into, like, just like a video like this. Some people only clicked on this video because they seen 100 people in the building or whatnot. If they seen 2 people here, they wouldn't have clicked on it. You know, some people are moved by views. So that's the type of things that Diddy's team will be trying to do to make it seem like he hasn't missed a beat. They're going to make it seem like he hasn't missed a step. But it's not true. Don't fall for the nonsense. Diddy, when your bond gets denied again, we will be here to cover it, because all that fake rehab program shit, you should have did that from the beginning. Then maybe we would have considered, okay, maybe, but still no. We would have been like, why weren't you doing that when you was out? You knew you had a problem. You didn't see a problem with it. But now all of a sudden that you're going up to sentencing, now you see a problem with your drug addiction, and now you want to see alcohol therapy, and shut up, bro. We're not buying it. Shout out to the Rugerverse and all of my superstars. It was definitely a pleasure having y'all here. We'll probably do one more live before the day's through, and I'm working on a pre-recorded video as well to drop. But until then, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. If y'all got to get back to work, please don't make sure y'all not late. Make sure y'all not late. I'm not going to hold y'all up too much longer. Salute to y'all. Peace.